Hey Orangetheory, how you doing? Welcome to day 8 of our home workouts. With these home workouts, remember, you're going to start off with that warm-up block. With that warm-up block, make sure you feel those stretches as you warm up those muscles ready for today's endurance style workout. We're looking for a team to start off with our leg workout. With that leg workout, we're going to have 2 different types of squat. With those 2 different types of squat, you want to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, and one that's slightly wider than shoulder width apart with those toes turned out so that we're not getting any injuries on those knees. On for that next block, we're going to be working our core. With that core workout, remain consistent, keep moving through your reps and keep blasting your way through those 3 different exercises. Then for the end, that cardio workout, the goal is to remain consistent and keep moving through these cardio workouts. The goal isn't about sometimes how fast you can go, but it's whether you can do good quality reps. At the end of the block, you're going to have that flexibility. Enjoy it. Enjoy the sunshine that we're having at this moment in time. And then team, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you for day 9 of Orangetheory's home workouts.
Welcome to your dynamic warm-up. This is going to be 5 minutes of work with 5 exercises. Jess, since you already have shoes in hand, let's go ahead and do those forward arm circles. Bringing those arms out to a T, nice and straight. We're going to go ahead, rotate forward, really opening up those chest muscles and shoulders with a wide range of motion. Then 30 seconds later, we're going to flip it and reverse it. We've got 30 seconds of a reverse arm circle, trying to match that same range of motion. Go ahead, put those shoes down. Next up, we have 1 minute of a squat to overhead raise. So Jess is going to be using a towel. You can use whatever's at home with you. Feet hip width apart, those toes facing forward, a nice soft bend in the knees, chest nice and tall. We'll be heavy in those heels as we drop into our squat, bringing those arms overhead, back staying nice and straight the entire way through. Options, you can always reduce your range of motion on either of the 2 movements. Let's go ahead and put that towel away. Next up, we have 1 minute of a Cossack squat, or an alternating lateral lunge. So our feet are wider than hip width here. Our toes are still facing forward, chest nice and tall. We're going to go ahead and lunge to our left-hand side first, or stage left. And we're going to go ahead and alternate from side to side. Back stays nice and straight, that weight distribution mid-foot to heel. You can always reduce your range of motion if you need to. Next up, we got some seal jacks. So go ahead, come out of that position. We got 1 minute. We're going to go ahead and bring those arms out to a T, popping those feet out nice and wide, a little bit of explosive movement to elevate that heart rate. Options, you can always walk it out and walk it back in. We're going to bring it down to that high plank position for 1 minute of a wide mountain climber. So head to heel, 1 straight line, hands stacked underneath the shoulders, feet hip width apart. We're going to bring that right foot to the outside of that right hand, really getting that full range of motion in the hips and alternate sides. Options, use whatever range of motion is available to you. Now, go ahead and get started.
Make up your mind what you're searching for. Sticky claim, is it fame? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind what you're searching for. Is it money? Is it something like freedom? Nothing against myself, but I can really see myself. Come around, come around, come around. Now I'm holding it down. I thought I was quiet, but then you brought that loud. It's instant that I mentioned. Did you know that? In a minute, I felt different. No take backs, take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Make up your mind what you're searching for. Sticky claim, is it fame? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind what you're searching for. Is it money? Is it something like freedom? Nothing against myself, but I can really see myself. Come around, come around, come around. Now I'm holding it down. I thought I was quiet, but then you brought that loud. It's instant that I mentioned. Did you know that? In a minute, I felt different. No take backs, take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. Ooh, you got some kind of magic, yeah. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Oh, you got some kind of magic, baby. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Put that pride on a shelf. Yeah. Now you can really see yourself. Clearing out, clearing out, clearing out while you hearing me now. You ain't gotta keep quiet about what you got now. Never instant, not to mention, cause you know that. But each minute feels different, no take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. You got some kind of magic. Baby, you know you got some kind of magic. You got some kind of magic. You got it, you got it, you got some kind of magic.
This 8-minute long block is going to focus on lower body endurance. What you'll see is higher reps with little rest. We're going to perform 2 exercises for 2 rounds, 20 reps each, then move on to another set of 2 exercises for 2 rounds, 20 reps each. And you ready?
Ready.
All right, she's got her OTF backpack. First exercise is gonna be a good old-fashioned squat. Standing up nice and tall in her standing set position, belly button to spine, shoulders are down and back, holding that backpack in front of her chest. From here, going down heavy in her heels, getting her quads parallel to the ground, driving straight up, squeezing through the top at the glutes as she resets. Option, limit the range of motion. Next up is an alternating lateral lunge, standing up nice and tall in her standing set position, stepping out laterally with one foot, sinking nice and low in her hips, making sure her chest is not collapsing, resetting at the top. She's doing 20 reps total here. Third exercise is going to be a sumo squat. So for this one, she's gonna bring her feet out wider than hip width apart, toes pointed out, so she feels it a little bit more in her inner thighs, her adductors. Backpack is directly in front of her. She's gonna sink down heavy in her heels and then driving straight up at the top. 20 there. Last but not least, alternating reverse lunges. In her standing set position, backpack is at her chest, stepping back one foot at a time, sinking nice and low, 90-degree knee bend, and then driving up as she resets, keeping her legs in line like railroad tracks. Option, limit the range of motion. All 4 exercises for the next 8 minutes. Let's have some fun.
Just remember all the love you keep inside. Now flow with me.
I can't resist, I'm powerless, like a fly to light. From out the mist, I see a shine, you're the one for me. And I've been known to give in too easily before, but I know I feel something I've never felt before. Then you told me stay, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. It's not too late to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Your touch and kiss, my heart's first wish is coming true. I've begun to grow, and now I know you're the one for me. And I've been known to give in too easily before, but I know I feel something I've never felt before. Today to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Your touch and kiss, my heart's first wish is coming true. I've begun to grow, and now I know you're the one for me. And I've been known to give in too easily before. Then he told me, stay, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. It's not too late to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a lake at night. I wanna be the flame in your fire. Let's burn it down.
All right, you guys wanted core, we're gonna give you core. Block number 3, 3 exercises, 12 reps of each. Now, Dee's gonna demonstrate each of the 3. Once we're done, you go ahead, hit that pause, and get started. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and, oh, we already have the pink towel ready.
I told you I was ready.
Nailed it. All right, let's go ahead, come down, laying down on our back. We're gonna start with 12 reps of a straight leg raise. So as you can see with Dee, her shoulders are making contact as well as her lower back. Legs are at a 90-degree angle stacked over the hips. Now, nice, slow, and control. We're gonna bring those heels down to the ground, hovering just above, but we wanna make sure that lower back is still in contact, then raising it back to that 90-degree position. Options here, you can always bend at the knees to reduce that lever. Now, let's go ahead and show that option. Perfect, Dee. So next up, we're gonna get back to that 90-degree angle. We have 12 reps of a straight leg hip raise. So from here, a little bit goes a long way. We're gonna drive those hips a little bit elevated, making sure those shoulders stay stacked, those hands are still in contact with the ground. Just like that straight leg hip raise, we can go ahead and bend at the knee. There we go. And last but not least, let's go back to that 90-degree angle. And we're gonna spice this up a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, you knew this was coming. We're gonna go ahead and use this suitcase right here. Go ahead and hold on to that. Arms fully extended. We now have 12 reps of a toe reach. There we go. So that lower back is still holding contact with the ground. She is raising those shoulders off, making contact with the toes. Now, of course, you don't necessarily need that suitcase, but it's a nice little plus. Now, remember, we have 3 exercises, 12 reps of each.
You hide away, hot undercover. The sooner you discover it's true, for sure there will be stormy weather. But the weather will pass, can't you just see how far away that we are from each other? Without flow, there'll never ever be something that you could really treasure, and treasure it could, I hope you will. Across that high coast, what you waiting for? 'Cause I wanna be your lady. Unlock that heart of yours. You don't have to be alone.
tide pulls from within her. It pulls you in. Night moves in and you're both under so close you breathe her in. A whisper now, no space between. Open your eyes, see that. In the time before you found her, you ran around and around and around, caught up in a game of wonder. But a tide pulled you to her and pulled you
This roughly 7-minute long cardio block is going to focus on 60 seconds of work, followed by 15 seconds of rest for a total of 6 rounds. We're going to alternate between 2 different exercises. You ready, Ange?
Ready.
All right, your first exercise is going to be a good old-fashioned jumping jack. Your standing set position is starting off with your feet together, thighs tight, belly button in, shoulders down and back, arms are gonna be right at our side. We're gonna explosively jump our feet out until they're just wider than hip width apart as we extend our arms up over our head. Option, step it out one at a time. Second exercise is going to be a pop jack. We're going to start off in our standing set position, sink down heavy in our heels, plant our hands down to the floor, jump our feet into a high plank position, and then replace our hands with our feet. Option, step it in one at a time. 60 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 6 total rounds, alternating between those 2 exercises. Let's get started.
Can it be done? Can it be done? I will not forget our conversation when you looked at me and I dove into your eyes, frozen with anticipation. You harnessed me and told me, come in close. It's where I belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. The hole is gone. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. See it in your eyes. Arms and legs uncrossed. There's no conversation, and I'm noticing I'm staggering across to you. It's my resignation. I'm letting go and letting you go into where you belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. My heart was stone. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. Can it be done? Can it be done? Can it be done? Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Eyes. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes.
I was all caught up for a while, running circles around my own head. Too bad I was acting like a child. I'd rather act like the woman I am. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Took a while for me to realize I never put myself first. Look my reflection dead in the eyes. I said it's time to see your self-worth. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. How come it took so long to see that if I want something different, it's up to me. Woke up feeling brand new. to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do, I'll get it done.
All right, we finally made it to our flexibility block. I think you definitely earned it, right, Denise?
My legs are ready to be stretched out.
Love it. So what comes up must come down. We have 3 stretches performing 20 seconds on each side. Our first stretch here is going to be our standing crossbody stretch. So standing up nice and tall in our set position, we're going to extend your right arm so our wrist is directly in alignment with the shoulder. Roll those shoulders down and back, and then with your hand, you're going to cross your arm across your chest, either above or below the elbow, so that we feel that stretch in your shoulder here. 20 seconds on each side. Next one, we're gonna stretch out those burning legs.
Thank you.
So take your right hand with your right foot, bending our knee, bringing our heel towards our glute. We're stretching out the front of those legs, your quads here, pressing our hip forward. You wanna know a fun fact, Denise?
What?
Touch your nose or your ear, and it will help you with balance.
It worked.
Beautiful. Nice job. So 20 seconds on each side for that. Our last stretch is going to be our runner's lunge. So we're going to drop it down to a knee. That back leg is going to be nice and flat. The knee is directly above the ankle. Hand is going to be on our hip. From here, we're just going to slightly press our hip forward, squeezing the glute so we feel it in our hip flexor here. If you want a little bit more of an added stretch, you can actually walk that foot a little bit farther forward. Hinge your hip and plant your hands down to the ground for that little added stretch here. So 20 seconds on each side. Let's get it started.
In the dark, in a room, I'm waiting on my own, and the dream seems so far away. Could it be you're waiting there for me? I just need to open up. Oh, then your light shines in, flying. Never saw you coming. Now you're under my skin, flying, and set me free. Then your light shines in, flying, never saw you coming. Now you're under my skin, flying, and set me free. Here we are, I can feel your heartbeat next to me. Tonight we will fly away. Looking out as far as our eyes can see. This time we will get away. Oh, then your light shines in, flying. Never saw you coming. Now you're under my skin, flying, and set me free. Then your light shines in, flying, never saw you coming. Now you're under my skin, flying, and set me free.